Ooh, fighting for a relationship that should not have been fought for. Ooh, that makes me cringe. Ah! That shit makes me cringe. Like, what the f? I'm a tangerine dreaming, energy so bright, I'm feeling. For a good time, I'ma take it in. You got this thing that I like. I'm a tangerine dreaming, energy so bright, I'm feeling. For a good time, I'ma take it in. You got this thing that I like. Spend the night. Hi, our little cricket. We're about to get personal, get a glimpse into the person I am. This is a rarity, so at least it's a rarity for me to actually be answering. I need to tie my hair back. I love this cut, this bleaching cut. I'm answering questions. I have a bunch of random deep ass questions in front of me and I'm gonna answer them honestly. Why am I doing this to myself? In the name of, I would like for us to be closer. And this is gonna do it. I have to answer all of them. Honestly, I cannot skip a single one. And just so you know, ahead of time, there's 28 of them. So if you see that I skipped one, you can call me. I'll be like, that one. I would like for you to answer them in the comments too, so we can just be, I just feel like exposing ourselves as a group. That way we can all expose ourselves in unison. And it lessens the shame. I start my makeup with my eyebrows. Precisely my brow. It's gonna get me together every single time. Benefit. I don't know who else has been on my eyebrows since I found Benefit. I'm over here like, I'm doing my eyebrows, thinking about the fact that I'm really about to expose myself. But I'm gonna find out who the judgmentals are real quick. I'm gonna find out who's gonna judge my mental real quick though. I feel it. I can just sense these things like, oh, judgmental, block. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a blocker. That's not a question. That's just like a fun fact. It's just a kind fact. I'm not a blocker. I don't care. Say what you want. To me. Dang, I might be a blocker. Because people can talk shit about me all day. There's levels. I'm talking about light shit, you know? Damn near light shit. That. But you start talking about the people I love, that's why I really don't be wanting to show nobody on these things. Because talking about the people I love, like telling me my man fine, that's not a compliment. I know people think that it's not a compliment because now it's like, and then people add the respectfully. Respectfully, no shade. Those things, I'm immediately like, you're about to try to offend me. It's a difficult task, but what's not difficult is me offending you. Never. The mouth is lethal. Let's get into it. I'm pretty much just trying not to get into it. Primer. I just use so much primer. Why did I just do that? Very much the OCD just popped out like... I think I'm just nervous. I'm actually shocked that I'm doing this. I use the Hydro Grip. Cause baby, the makeup be right there all day. I feel like my skin also gets a little appreciation when I wear them. Are there any... I'm trying to delay the process. All right, first question. We're starting. Ooh. What's a weird fact about you that most people don't know? I just think my entire character comes off as weird to people. Like, I don't feel like there's an in-between. Because when you don't know me, I don't say much. And I'm just sitting there analyzing. So that could be a weird thing. Nah, people probably know that about me though. What's a weird thing? Do I have any? People don't know shit about me. That's why we're here. This one has immediately being stomped is nuts. Like that's, I feel like I'm gonna drink my protein while I think of it because I'm counting calories. I'm counting protein these days and it's doing a thing. I'm drinking the Premier protein and this is the cafe latte. Cafe latte. To me, it tastes like this cereal that I couldn't think of when I was vlogging either, and I can't now. I think it's like, I should look it up. What's a weird fact about you that most people don't know? I am thinking of things, but it's the weird that's throwing me off because everything about me is kind of weird, which means I think it's normal, but I can acknowledge that other people think it's weird. I don't know if this is an answer that would be looking for. A weird fact about me. I'm gonna say it because it comes off as weird to other people. For me, I'm just like, time's up. But a weird fact about me, if I'm in a room full of people, I don't even have to be in a room full of people. I could be going somewhere. I could have just arrived. I don't know. Everything could be cool. And all of a sudden, I'll get a gut feeling like the vibes are off. People's energy, I feel like I sense so hardly. I will get up and leave and not say a fucking thing. It could be mid-conversation. I'll just be like, you know what I mean? I think that's weird. I could understand other people finding that weird. Me, I'm like, no, I'm trusting my instincts. A gut feeling is always gonna get me out of there. Okay, no explanation. I don't need an explanation. I don't need to look around and see what is it, what's going on. I get the feeling, I'm like, let's go. If we're close, I would be like, I may say I'm about to leave. Like, if I came with someone, hey, I'm about to go. And it's just like no explanation, but to know me is to know that fact about me. It's like, she not coming back. I'm in my car. You're thinking I'm going to the bathroom because I just got up and said nothing. I'm in my car. I'm out of here. Baby, let's go. So I think that could be weird. I don't know. I don't think I have any weird quirks. Like, oh, I have another one, so we'll answer this in two. Weird fact about me that no one knows because I know they don't know. I will repeat something over and 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 over in my head. And I don't know why that happens. Someone's gonna, I already know somebody about to try to diagnose me. Please don't. I'm okay with the unknown. But then I'm a little curious. So it's like, okay, be nice. Tell me, but be nice. It's underpaint. I'm gonna go in with, oh no. Maybe I can mix them together. I literally was just about to explain. I get confizzled. Where is that? I've been color correcting and I think it's doing me justice. I'm gonna kind of wipe it off. Ooh, I think I just unlocked something there. I'm gonna take the Lancome Idlewear. I'm gonna take this Lancome Idlewear. And I've been kind of going nuts with this because my eyes they fold over. I don't know if that's a new thing or if I just not notice it, but my makeup will get the line that it folds over on. It goes dark. I don't like that. And I look like my makeup fucked up. Okay, next question. If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? One food or one meal? Truffle fries. One food, truffle fries. But it's like, is that my full diet? What are we asking here? But yeah, truffle fries. I love truffle. Truffle is just, maybe I should say truffle pasta just in case it's like that's all I'm eating. But if it's just like, oh, I have to eat this every single day, truffle fries, ranch, every time. It's just something about, I love a good salad and truffle fries. Ugh, so yum. But like I said, if we're talking about a meal, like this is the only meal I'm eating, I'm just gonna say truffle pasta because I feel like, you know, I could throw a few other things in there and get all my nutrients. What's your go-to guilty pleasure TV show or movie? Guilty pleasure? So I'm gonna take that to mean I probably shouldn't be watching it, but definitely reality TV in general. Reality TV. I am proud to say that I'm not a baddie Zeus watcher. I was gonna be, and then I kept seeing the clips online. I was like, yeah, that is not a ministry of mine. That's not my ministry. Housewives, but not all the franchises, because I just can't get jiggy with the Beverly Hills franchise. I just can't. And I've tried several times. But Housewives, I've just started watching Wax to Riches, but I'm only a few episodes in. They only have one season anyway. Summer House, Southern Charm. It was Vanderpump Rules for a good, I found Vanderpump Rules so late. Yeah, I watched 1 through 9, binge watch 1 through 9 of Vanderpump Rules. And then 10 and 11 came out, and if you know, you know. Yeah, those are my guilty TV pleasures. I'm just gonna throw in one. I don't know if it's gonna be asked, but I'm gonna throw one in. So we're at a movie that I could watch several times a year and just love it still. Both of the Avatar movies, like please make another one. Okay, these questions are easy. Or I guess that maybe you're starting me off easy. getting me comfortable. Would you rather time travel to the past or the future? Why? Well, because I look the way I look, the past is kind of questionable. I'm not gonna hold you. There are things that I would love to see. You know what? I would love to go see what the Romans were up to that far back. I would love to see Jesus. So I would go there, you know? I would go there, but as far as like 400, 500 years, sketchy. What is a fashion? Okay, so we're getting into questions that are more in my personality. What's a fashion or beauty trend you absolutely hate? The sheer clothing, the bra and panty era we're in. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it, but that could be a moral thing. It's a personal hate. Ooh, I spit on you. People, please.
People, please. Pay attention, people.
It's a personal moral hate, I think. It's just, I'm not a fan of it. Nothing against mesh. It's just, I'm gonna wear a thong under a mesh outfit. That's just not my thing. I don't like the trend. But for you, go off. For me, Let me keep going. Okay. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? I am not someone that's easily embarrassed. Even if I am, I will roll with it and no one else would ever know. So I don't think I have an answer to that one. But maybe personal. A personal embarrassment could be, fighting for a relationship that should not have been fought for. Oh, that makes me cringe. That shit makes me cringe. Like, what the f? And honestly, it was like, I think it was an ego thing or like I don't even know how to explain it, but. Oh my God. Okay, that might be the one because that literally just made me almost throw up. Oh my gosh, yeah. I do not like that character, ego busted. Like, I don't like the fact that someone has a memory of me wanting to be with them. Ugh, I don't like that. We gotta move on because I'm legitimately getting nauseous. Wait, Mom, are you watching this? Mom, are you watching this? What's a lie you told as a kid that you never got caught for? Oh, brother. I used to, but I, in high school, took culinary. And I would tell my mom that I had a culinary project like once every week or two. Like every week, every two, just at random, I would say I had a culinary project. And I told her my culinary partner was my best friend at the time. And so I would have to stay the night at her house all the time. And I had to say her because that was my only friend that my mom like trusted me to go out with because I had known her for so many years. Did I meet her in 5th grade or 6th grade? I feel like it was 5th grade. Anyway, so I would tell my mom that I just had a culinary project on these random school nights. Oh, we have to make this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna just stay the night over there. And I would literally be at my boyfriend's house. Like when his parents would go to town. When his parents would go to town, I would be like, we would be there. And it was like 4 of us that would do that. So me, him, another cheerleader, and her boyfriend. They were the boyfriends were best friends, and me and her were only friends because they were best friends, and we both cheered because there's no other reason that we would have, I don't believe we would have, I don't know. And we would call it, we used to make, what was that there was a machine, a bullet. So that's how she would text me or like write me on Facebook, or how we would plan it pretty much. She would write me, or somehow it would be a message. You want to have a bullet night? Like, you want to do a magic bullet? I don't know what that machine is called, but we used to make these alcoholic drinks. We used to make these mixed drinks, and oh my God, they were so disgusting. Like, looking back at it, I think I thought that in the moment, but they were all 3 years older than me, so I was like, I'm not about to be the one to be like, this is fucking disgusting. Yeah, they were all seniors. This was my freshman year. I think she was a junior and they were seniors. I don't remember which year it was actually, because me and him were on and off for some time. But she would be like, want to have a bullet night? It's like, yup, let me tell mom. Let me get my science, my culinary project. Oh, my mom was so trusting of me. But yeah, that is something. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that. I need to figure out what that machine was. But yeah, we would make the most, I remember it was like purple, blue. It just was not good. Just a concoction of things and whatever we could get our hands on, pretty much. Yeah, that's something that I never got caught on. One time I almost did though, because I needed lunch money. It was the worst plan in the world, and I think my mom was skeptical, but I had stayed the night at the guy at the time's house, and I needed lunch money, and my mom had to give it to me before. I don't know why I didn't just say leave it on the counter. Maybe I asked for it too late or something. And so she was like, okay, I'll just bring it to so-and-so's house. And I'm like, nah, just bring it to the school. And mind you, school didn't start. She went to work at like 6 a.m., like had to be there at 6, so it was early as fuck. Why would I be at school? So I think I had to say, oh, we're having an early cheer practice. So that's another lie. God damn. So she was bringing me the lunch money, but obviously I'm not at my friend's house, so she had to bring it to school. So I had to I made up a whole nother lie as to why I would be at school at that fucking time. And it's like, why would, if it's true that you have cheer practice before class, like, I guess because we're in competition season, so everything was going, it would have made sense. Except why wouldn't you tell me you have cheer practice? And so I'm like, I didn't tell you because you aren't gonna be the one to take me anyway. So just like gaslighting the fuck out of her, basically. And so it's all cool. She's skeptical, but I'm like, oh, I can ride it out. Y'all, I drove his car to the school. We're the only people at the school. And so she's like, that's when it's like, what the fuck? Why would you be here? I'm like, no, I just met you over here. Everybody's parked over there. Give me the money and go, girls. I ask questions. Damn, I was doing a lot. So sneaky those days. A more lighthearted lie. I'm giving 2 firsts in these questions. A more lighthearted lie. So when I was a child, like small child, so I would have definitely been maybe 3rd or 4th grade. I randomly decided to lie to my aunt, and I never told her I was lying. So maybe to this day she still believes what I told her. This is why. My family viewed me and my sister as the smart kids. Like, we were, whatever came out of our mouth was factual, because my mom made sure we were getting that education. Okay, not going to school. What the fuck? Nah. And so one day, random, I remember this because it was my first lie that I had told knowingly. Like, I knew I was lying, and it's like, I just decided to do it. It's like, bitch, are you okay? Bitch, is you cool? No, I wasn't. What the fuck? So just going through growing pains, becoming growing into a person, figuring myself out. I think that those are those years where you're like, a lie. So my aunt's like, oh, if these are called dimples, what are these called? Because they used to be way more prominent when I was younger, I think. I was like, y'all, zero hesitation was like, oh, they're called craters. And she was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, and it just went on. Like, it's not that anything else was said. It never came back up in conversation. I just remember that because I was like, I remember thinking to myself, I can I'm older. Like, I just remember actively thinking I'm older. I think that was, I don't know how to describe that feeling. I think it was just, I just had a brain adjustment. Like, that's a core memory for me, but I think it was a core lesson also. I don't know how to explain it. If you are able to put it in words better than me, please comment down below, because I would be I'm quite interested in knowing what that exactly is. But it was like, oh wait, hold on. I just had found something new. I had found out something new. I had come to a new understanding. Not that it was a good one, but it was like, wait, that's not real, but she believed me. And it was like brain trying to figure out, trying to compute what exactly had just happened. So that's why I remember that so vividly. Number 8, if someone had to describe you in 3 words, what do you think they'd say versus what would they actually, am I okay? If someone had to describe you in 3 words, what do you think they'd say versus what would they actually say? Huh? Oh, what do I think they would say versus what? You confusing me there, girl. Just a little bit. I think I grasp what you're saying. I think you're saying, what do I think would come out versus what would knowingly. So basically you're saying, basically you're saying, how would I describe myself in 3 words? And then how would people that are around me, how would they actually describe? I don't know. Girl, we might need to go back to the chalkboard on that one. Do the kids even know what chalkboards are? Okay, I'm gonna try to piece that together. If someone had to describe you in 3 words, what do you think they would say versus what would they ask? If someone had to describe you in 3 words, what do you think they'd say versus what would they actually say? That one is kind of hard because I feel like I would have to say what I think they would say, and then I would have to ask someone else what they would say. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like it depends on the level of which you know me. Like, not everyone gets my personality. And I mean, I don't give it to them. It could also mean they don't get it. Because they could not get it because I'm not giving it to them. And they could also not get it because a lot of my humor, my personality is logic, factual, dark humor based. So a lot of times people just don't understand what I'm saying or what I'm talking about, and I'll be literally cracking up like, that was so fucking funny. You didn't get that? And then that will be like, for me, I'm like, Outside looking in, outside person describing me, 3 words, I think they would say aloof, for sure. Cause it takes a good minute for me to let people in. I need to know. And then don't throw a red flag in there, because you know how people ignore red flags? Me? And if I don't ignore it, I'm not in a good mental space. If I don't ignore a red flag, that also tells me that mentally I'm not well at this moment. So they would say aloof, I think they would say witty. This question's unbiased, whatever. I think they would say caring. I'm caring, I'm kind. Literally, that's why I get my name, because I feel for people. But I also logically understand what the fuck is going on. So I can care for somebody, but when that turns off, so I think people would say aloof, like to myself. I think other people would say, and this is someone not really knowing me, like they haven't gotten to take on my true personality. I think they would say, okay, here's something I can say, because I've heard it a lot. When people don't know me, and then they get to know me, like say there's someone else that knew, or I don't know how to, until they get to know me themselves, I have heard that, oh, I thought you were gonna be a mean girl. Or you are not what I thought you were gonna be at all. I'm so glad I got to know you, because now my antennas are going like, fuck you, me. You were in a room with people talking shit about me? That's what you're saying? But I think they would say, I think I come across so quiet at first because I'm reading the room. I think they would say I hold my cards to my chest. I don't know the describing words for these things. A third one, I think people would say direct. I think they would say direct, and I'm not questioning that part. There's another word for it. I think my sureness, and I think something that I'm kind of not answering the question, but I am. I think my integrity, my level of integrity shocks people. I think it does. And I'm not just saying that because I would never know that except for I've been told. For example, if someone's talking shit about someone, let me better say it. If someone's about, like, let's just say it's a group of friends meeting and someone that I don't know is about to come, but they're not there yet, and other people are telling me about that person, I'm gonna cut that off. It's not that I'm gonna be like, ugh, stop. Like, I'm not rude about it. I would say something. I mean, I can give a clear example. So I was at someone's house and the roommate and the boyfriend were about to come hang out with us. We all went to high school together, but none of us ever hung out. That was the thing. It's kind of like, oh, you're still in town, blah, blah, blah. So it was 3 of us already there, and then the roommate and the boyfriend were about to come. And the guy who lived there was basically about to start going in on basically preparing us to meet the other guy. And in my opinion, I feel like you're directing me on what to think about this person. Like, you're putting there's a better way to say that, but I feel like you are filtering how I'm going to digest this person. And I could tell where that was going, and I literally was just like, I don't want you to continue to speak about this person in this way. I would like to just get to know them for myself and draw my own conclusions. I don't like when people steer, pretty much, when it comes to other people or experiences. Don't try to steer me. I want to come to my own genuine, I want to make my own assessments is what I'm really getting at. So I think, let me reread the question. It is a confusing question. So, am I answering it? So I think they would say trustworthy. I'm trustworthy. I'm evolved. And I think people sense that, or it's just an understood thing about me because people tell me a lot about themselves and it goes literally nowhere. But so I think they would say trustworthy. Upright? Yeah, upright. I am, before anything, moral and principle based, and nothing steers me off of that. It doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter the room I'm in or the people I'm around, you're always gonna get the same me. Now, there are levels to me, you know, like you may not get the fun, goofy me because I don't know you yet, or I'm not really ever gonna be just talking like, this is me, this is where I live, me. Like, I'm a listener. I'm more of a listener. I really don't like people knowing too much about me, to be frank. Okay, next question. Dude, I've been sitting here for so long. I should have been gone. Dressed, hair done, gone. This is kind of like venting for me. I feel like I'm being vulnerable. And that's not a describing word of mine. Vulnerable? Nah. I don't think anyone has ever hung out with me and been like, she's so vulnerable. So that's not one of those words. I don't really know that I answered that question, but it was worded strangely. The next question is, what's something people assume about you that's totally wrong? I have so many of these, but just to name one or two, maybe one. Just to name one, I think people think I am extroverted. I think people think I'm a socializer, and it's my preference to be socializing because I'm so good at it. But in actuality, that is not the case. But because I am so good at it, I would describe myself as an introverted extrovert, or an extroverted introvert. You get the gist of what I'm saying. That's how I would describe myself, but because of how personal I can be and charming and how people draw to me, I feel as though people think I'm an extrovert, and it's not the case. I actually, God didn't give me the spirit of anxiety or fear, so I don't want to use those terms, but I do prepare to go into rooms, like emotionally and mentally. There are a lot of times where, let's just say, let me just say, growing up, so this is people I know, like in my own home. Some days I would just not want to be around or be seen, or it would just take me moments to even walk out of my room to go to the kitchen. I would listen to see if anybody was walking around the house, and if they were, I would wait it out. I used to do something so disgusting. Actually, this kind of goes back to, I can't believe I'm about to say this on camera. It may be edited out. I may have to edit it out. So yeah, to answer question number 9, totally wrong about me being an extrovert and outgoing. I mean, I am outgoing. I socialize very well. I can have a conversation with quite literally anyone. But just because I'm good at it doesn't mean I like it. I literally forgot I used to do that. These are good questions. These are good questions. Let me start with foundation, because literally, am I even moving? It's gonna be dinner time, and it actually works out that I knew I needed to start very early. This is why. I'm just gonna use the last bit of this. I literally have a new one. Have a new one, but it's just something about, like, I can still use this. Like, Lumley definitely has the idea that I'm not a thrifty person. Please, this bottle will be clear before I move on, unless I'm in a rush. But I'm not really in a rush, even though I should be. So we have time. And then I've been using this House Labs foundation. I like it. There's one other one I want to try too, Pat McGrath, but apparently it gives you a legit, like, baby, you're glowy. And when I was told that, I should have just got it anyway and tried, but when I was told that, I was like, my skin is already extremely dewy on its own. That's why I like to use matte foundations. So I put it back and got this one, which I'm glad I got this one, but I still now want to try the other one just to see. Okay, next question. What's one thing you pretend to like but secretly hate? I don't do that. I don't have that problem, and I wouldn't. Something to know about me, you're always gonna get my actuality. Pretend. Why? Why would I do that? Because at that point, I'm being manipulative, and I don't need to do that. What's the worst date you've ever been on? I don't know that I've had bad dates. I don't think I've had a bad date. Yeah, because like I said earlier, I feel the vibes, and that usually helps me. Why did this light just turn off? Oh my, I can't explain it enough. I have my gut, my ancestors, God all working with me in situations. So I don't really I don't think these things happening. If the vibes are off, I'm gonna feel it. So I leave. So maybe that's why the date didn't go wrong. I've probably been in a situation where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna head out. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, we're never seeing. I'm never talking to you again. So I've never had a worst date. Have I dated terrible people? Yeah. That's a whole nother topic that I probably will never get into, but yeah. Ooh. I can tell my mental state by the people I was around. Like, if I look back on life, whenever I look back on life, I can just see how I was, what I was dealing with. Because yikes. What's the most awkward DM you've ever received? Oh, I get a lot of awkward DMs, but the worst of the matter is when the most awkward DMs I get are things like, I saw you here, or I see you, like stalker type shit. I remember when I was younger, so I was in my first apartment, and that's when I was I was posting online, just being young, posting everything online pretty much. And when I say, I don't even mean everything, but I lived in a small town, not that that really matters because I think it could happen anywhere, but I basically posted in my kitchen and it was a very distinct kitchen. And I had someone from Instagram, I don't know this person. I didn't know him at the time. I got to know them because, yeah. But I basically acquired a stalker and they found out where I lived because I posted a story or Snapchat or a picture on Instagram, something in my kitchen. They proceeded to find out where I lived and would leave me gifts at my door. And I wasn't putting it together until I went in my DMs one day and was like, basically everything hit the fan. And I went in my DMs and saw that this person had been writing me and telling me certain, it was just creepy. So that is the most, that's along the lines of the creepiest DMs I've gotten. People telling me, someone telling me where I live. And these were townhomes. So they told me where I lived, came to the place, stalked it out to figure out exactly which townhome I lived in. And yeah, that was definitely a lesson. Like, what really shocked me about that situation, first of all, I watched a lot of Criminal Minds growing up, so I was playing no fucking games when I put everything together. But what I've always been a secretive, if you will, especially about my living situation, like where I live. You could have known me for some time and not know where I live. That's how I've always been. So that situation shocked me because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so careful all the time. I'm so careful about this and I still got caught up. So the intakes were up at that point. Definitely taught me a lesson. And the thing was, I was never really afraid. I was more so upset that someone had the gall to try to make me uncomfortable in my own home. I don't think I ever got to the, it heightened my awareness to the things I was doing and posting, and like, yeah, my head's always on the swivel, but more than that, in that moment, I remember I just was so upset that how dare you try to take away the comfort it is to be at my home. People are crazy. Not everyone thinks the same way that you think, and some people really want harm to happen to you, or some people just don't understand the concept of this is not okay in certain situations. So you need to take up the responsibility of keeping yourself safe, especially as a young woman, but really anybody, but females especially, especially with my personality, working in, I just have a very outgoing personality, but it's not even necessarily about my personality. I'm just a kind person at heart, and people can take that the wrong way. So I would have conversations or just like in passing speak to people at work, and now you think that I've been flirting with you. I was just being nice, please. What's your biggest ick in a person? Constantly talking about other people. That is my biggest ache. I think I have two. Constantly talking about other people is one, and probably the next biggest one is, another one would be people don't stand up for themselves after. I don't like that, 'cause it's like, no, don't let people walk over you. And also don't think I'm gonna come to your rescue every time. Yeah, I just don't like complainers. Like, okay, you complained about this already. What are we doing about it? I'm a big, okay, so what now? Oh, no. So, second biggest ick would be people that don't have their own personality. I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all. Who are you? People, and I'm meaning people that change themselves depending on who they're around. I don't like that. You change yourself depending on who you're around. You talk about your friends and you cheat on the person that should trust you more than anybody else. And you think I'm about to be around you? No. You think I'm about to kiki with you about you cheating? No, I'm side-eyeing you. I'm probably never gonna talk to you again. Because if they can't trust you, if you will do that to them, who am I to stand in the way? Like, who am I to you? This one's funny to me. If someone scrolled through your search history, what's something you'd have to explain a lot? A lot. I will have a thought, and most of the times it's harmless, but a lot of times it's like, oh, what's the origin of that word? Especially when I was reading the book Babel. Where does this word come from? Why did we start saying that? So that's a lot of my search history. It's a lot. I would have to explain a lot because I'm just by nature a very curious person, and there's not a lot that's off bounds. What is it they used to say? My NSA guy is like, what the fuck? Like conspiracies, or if I have an idea that something may not be good for me, I'm looking up why. And I go down a rabbit hole when I'm curious about something. So I think I would have a lot. What's something you wish you could say to someone but never have? I don't know if I have one of those either. You guys, since we're getting to know me, know that if I'm curious, I'm gonna find the answer out. If I'm curious, I'm gonna figure out the answer, and I'm very direct. So when I have thoughts or questions in my head, I ask that person. I speak on it to that person, probably to a detriment. I'm not wondering for too long. I'm a what's the formula kind of person.
I warned you.
Question 16. And I stopped doing my makeup again. If you could have a conversation with your younger self, what advice would you give? Ooh, fuck them people even harder. Fuck them people even harder. I've spent a lot of my younger self used to care a lot more about the thoughts of, I don't know if thoughts of others, but I wanted to know why certain things would happen. For example, I had a friend group and literally all of them just stopped fucking with me. And I don't think I ever really healed from that. It made me skeptical to let people in. I still to this day don't know what the consensus was. I can speculate, and I have had this conversation with myself, and being honest, I was like, yeah, I wasn't. And this is a friend group that I had from middle school to high school, pretty much. Yeah, and I can speculate and say, like, I moved out early. I moved out of my mom's house early on. I was still in high school, living on my own, so I was probably, the decisions I was making and people I was hanging out with, it probably didn't fit with them anymore. But I don't know if, no one ever said anything. I just noticed shit got weird, pretty much. I would tell my younger self what I have now. Like, it is what it is. Things happen, people feel away. You don't need closure. Give yourself closure, move on. And if you don't get it, it is like you still need to move about your time. Don't dwell on things so much. It's vague, but I know my younger self needed to hear that. Just because people are giving you attention does not mean it's love and affection and good attention. That one, the younger me needed that. Oh my gosh. What's a decision in your life that completely changed your path? That is a really good one. And it's not even a decision I made. When I think of I've thought about this before at random. My mom making the decision to educate herself and leave where she'd grown up, make herself better than the environment she was in. Basically, my mom making the decision to not become a product of her environment was the best decision that impacted my life, because I literally have visual proof of what I would have become had she not made that decision. And forever grateful, girl. You did a big one with that one. I need to tell my mom how much I appreciate that. Her making the decisions for herself and her children to better herself, and I'm sure it was hard because she was the first one doing the things my mom did. Yeah, she did a thing there. Especially hearing the cards she was dealt. Like, girl, I'm proud of you. I thank you so much, and you set me up to be better. You set me up to be better than I actually am, but it could be worse. So thank you, girl. Love you. What's one thing you struggle with that people don't realize? Ooh, these are deep. Okay, I guess we're getting into it now. Do I really want to be that, do I want to be that vulnerable? I did say I'm going to answer every single one of these questions. Wow, I'm an independent thinker, and I don't, like, people can say whatever they want to me, and I'm unaffected, at least in that moment, at least in front of them, at least with them. But when it's someone I love, and I'm just like, Like, you're my person. I love you. We will be doing life together. There's no life without me with you, which is a rarity to happen. It's like I said, I'm not a vulnerable person. I don't let people in. But when I start letting people in, if I let someone in and I feel like they're using things that I've entrusted upon them, or I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. Oh, the way I hurt and brick by brick. I don't even put one brick at a time. When I feel like people misuse my trust or throw something back at me that I've told them in confidence, yes, there it is. I don't build, you know, people say brick. No, I put up an entire wall, and every single time there's another wall, if you even get the chance to make the mistake again. But for me, words mean so much. They have so much power. Words are so powerful. People never forget how you made them feel, which kind of goes hand in hand with they never forget the things you say to them. At least me, I do not forget the things people say to me, and I think that is good and bad, so it's neutral. I think that's neutral. But oh my gosh, if you say the wrong thing to me, I'm never forgetting it. And sometimes in good moments and when I'm happy with someone, all of a sudden I get this crash of, remember they said this to you? Which I need to work on that for sure, because it's not that I don't forgive, because I can forgive people, but I also like to dip out. So if something like that has happened and I don't dip out and I'm still around this person, still talking, like if I've still made a conscious decision to not only forgive you, but to still be with you, it hurts me to my core. I get so shaken by certain things said. So something I struggle with that people don't realize is their words. The impact of their words on me. That is why I am so particular, and I think before I speak, because I know how I take things. I think this is charged again. The lighting is gonna be so up and down. Ooh, that was a good question. We're getting deep. Ready to get through it. Another one, since we're already here being vulnerable and letting you in. Something else that I don't think people realize I struggle with is I don't think I'm as accomplished as I should be. Yeah. And I struggle with that so much, but is it really a struggle? Because like, just go accomplish some other shit. Like, what do I want to accomplish? Go do it. But let's move on, because you in my business. What's your biggest fear and why? I don't fear literally anything. I used to have fears, but now, no, God didn't give me that spirit. Every time I feel like something is scaring me, or I feel the spirit of fear, I'm immediately like, God did not give me that. That's not God, and throw it away. And what happens. Like, be on my toes for sure. Like, I can tell you, I used to be so afraid of the dark. So afraid of the dark. Like, well into where people would not be afraid of, like, age-wise, should not be afraid of the dark. And it would still be, I would always feel like something's watching me, but where I am now, it's like, child, God gonna handle it. But if it get a little too overwhelming, I am gonna check. Like, if my gut's like, open that closet door, I'm opening that closet door every time. Like right now. I actually need to hurry the fuck up. So yeah, fears, don't have them. I have completely relinquished myself of the thought to even fear something. I'm a logical, it is what it is kind of person. Like, it is what it is, but with logic. If you could instantly master any skill, what would it be and why? The ability to obtain large amounts of money at any given point. I'm working on that actively. Yeah, that one. Why? Because I know people love to say money does not bring happiness. Money doesn't bring happiness. Well, you ain't never had that. You haven't had the money that I've had. Because money be bringing me happiness. And I don't mean the actual fact of having money. It's the stability that comes with it, the financial stability, the ability to do with my time as I please. That is a huge one. I feel like time is much more significant than money, but having money gives you more time. if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. But yeah. I stand by that wholeheartedly. Which I feel like that one's obtainable. I absolutely will be obtaining that in life. So that one's gonna happen. What's something you've changed your mind about in the last year? Ooh. Ugh. Duh. Sharing that. Answering these questions and not getting canceled is growing. The stress is getting worse. The stress is getting worse. What's something you've changed your mind about in the last year? Not everyone deserves a second chance. I have changed my mind about second chances so hard. I went through phases with it. In actuality, it would be like, nah, fuck that, I'm done. That's it. I'm not explaining anything. You're being ghosted. You never have access to me again. And then I went to, I think I'm a harsh person. I need to change out about myself, give people chances. That got me so fucked up on entirely too many times. In levels. Giving people chances. I now have gone back to being a strong believer in when people show you who the fuck they are, believe them the very first time. And I'm back to ghosting people. Zero explanation. And it's not like people do say one wrong thing and it's light and I'm just like, yep, never talking to you again. There are levels to my ghosting. I'll explain. I basically found a happy median in dropping people like the bad habit. And dropping people like the bad habit I believed them to be, and okay, let's just give them a chance. I found a happy median, and for the most part, it's like, nah, I don't. You knew you fucked up. I feel like you're testing me to see how much I can take, and you messed up. Next question. What's one thing you're really proud of yourself for? Oh, we've already touched on this a bit, but my ability to, no matter what room I'm in, remain myself. No matter who I'm talking to, no matter, I stand on my morals and my principles. Like, they can't be shaken. I genuinely appreciate the integrity I have as a person. How I'm trustworthy, I just trust so much in myself and my gut and Jesus Christ.
The Spirit, which is the sword of God, so put on Jesus Christ! Stop it on the enemy! We love you, God! Jesus Christ!
That I'm just so proud of. I'm proud of the things I've overcome. I'm proud that the world has not made me hard. The things that I've gone through has not changed my heart and made me hard and mean-spirited. I may be more aware, but I did not walk in this world an angry person. That I'm so proud of. Ooh. Crying after putting powder on, please. Oh, these are good questions. Y'all are doing a thing with these questions. I said, ask me questions that are gonna help you get to know me. Delivered. Did I put blush? Yeah, I did. I'm baking so much because I have to have this makeup on for hours. What's a childhood memory that still makes you smile? I'm not gonna hold you. I think I have a lot of blocked memories from my childhood, perhaps due to trauma. I don't really remember a lot of my childhood. I remember a lot of moments where I was alone. And not that I was always left alone, those are the memories that I have. Times where I was by myself or... So, let me try to think, I guess. I don't know. I do have a memory of my mom, but I don't know if this is what they're really trying to ask me about. I have a memory of my mom. Like, it was me, my mom, my sister were watching... What was that movie with Chris Brown and Stump the Yard? We're watching Stump the Yard, and basically this is where Chris Brown dies in the movie. And I talk to movies, I talk through movies. I may not be the best person to watch a movie with because I am talking Like, oh my God, oh, they were like this, oh, did it? Like, I am not talking just to talk, I mean about the movie. Like, I'm narrating, I'm asking questions. So, and understanding this memory, I get it from my mom. But anyway, we're watching Stump the Yard in her bed, the three of us, and my mom is talking through the movie like, oh my, don't go in there, don't go in there, or whatever. So something happens to Chris Brown, blah, 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 or don't follow your cousin or something like that, whatever. Chris Brown eliminated, and she's like, I told you not to go in there, or whatever she said, but it was like, I told you not to do that. She is talking to Chris Brown. Like, you could not tell her or me she wasn't talking to Chris Brown. And me and my sister bust out laughing because it was just so funny, and I will always remember that. I always go back to that memory, and I just think it's so funny because she was like, I told you not to do that. Like, you couldn't tell. If you would have heard her, you would have been like, Chris Brown is in the house right now. She's talking to him. And this really happened, and that's how I watch movies. So that is, I guess that's one. Ooh. Question 24. If you had to relive one day of your life, which day would it be? That's good. What day would it be? You know what? Honestly speaking, okay, is this empty or what? This one, I stand beside the answer I'm giving, but I also am like, it could go either way. I would change the day that I moved into my own apartment in high school. I would go back to that. Did it say change or did it just say go back? If you could relive. Oh, if you could relive. If you could relive. Huh. I don't know if I believe in that one. Reliving just for the sake of it. Yeah, that one wouldn't be. I wouldn't do that. I like how things flow. They flowed how God wanted them to, but so I'm gonna change this question and say what was a day I would go back to maybe like alter, change, or just not have it happen is the day I moved out in high school. Only because and I say it could go either way because I learned so much. Like, I learned so much and realized what I was capable of at such a younger age than the people around me. That matured me so much, but that's also why I would maybe change it, because I aged about 5 years doing that. At such a pivotal time, 16, moving out on my own. But the reason I say I would change it and not have it happen, because I missed out on time with my mom that I think would have changed our relationship or made our relationship better. We would be a lot closer had I not done that. And also, a lot of things would not have happened. Like, things that happened those next few years, months even, would not have happened if I never lived on my own. I wouldn't have been around certain people because it just wouldn't have been allowed. My mom would have been like, absolutely fucking not. I would have had a bit more structure in that period. So that's something I would change. I would go back to relive that day only to make that one change. Don't step foot outside of the house. Don't get that apartment. Yeah. What's one piece of advice that completely changed your perspective on life? I don't know that I've received a lot of advice in my life. And that's what I mean when I say I legit went out in the world on my own and had to figure it out. I don't think I was getting a lot of advice. I guess it doesn't have to be from childhood. I'm kind of stuck in the childhood with my sister. She sent question marks like, yeah girl, I'm getting ready right now, so get your ass there. I could say, I don't think that anybody gave me this advice. I think I just kind of came to it myself, but I could be wrong also. I could have read it somewhere. I grew into the person that I am and am still evolving and growing for the better because I'm an avid reader. So a lot of my advice where I didn't get it at home, or I think that's why I said I didn't get a lot of advice. No one really sat me down and talked to me. A lot of the stuff I came to the understanding myself, or I was reading a book and was like, oh, that's tea. I'm taking that on. So something that came to mind would be basically, and I've heard it this way now, so I'm gonna say it this way because maybe you've heard it this way, and I should have been closer this whole time. But I'll give two. One, don't give people power over you. Don't let people alter how you react, or don't allow people to have certain powers over you. That one is a huge piece of advice I got, and it really altered my communication style. And when I feel like I'm about to do a little switch up, exit. I'm a certified leaver, okay? I am a certified where's the exit. I always know where the exit is, and that may not be always good. Yeah, don't allow myself to be, and I guess this is more so emotionally. Like, if I'm gonna get so mad to the point where I want to fight, I've given that person power over me. And I kind of said, and this is something that I was struggle with. I think that was one of the questions. Allowing people's words to fuck me up. Yeah. So I think that would be one. Don't give people certain power over me. And I think that was the laws of power, maybe 48 laws of power. Oh no, why did I take that out? I still need to spray my face and stuff. I need a bonnet on, actually. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Truly, I am the captain of this shit. I get to make all the decisions. It's me. Okay, and also the most sound advice I've ever received, read, thought about. I came upon this advice somehow, and it is the most sound, is to stop placing blame elsewhere. Everything is because of me. Everything is because of me. No matter what. And that, when I change yes, I think that's the true answer to this question. Everything is a direct consequence of decisions that I have personally made. When I switched that up, I dropped excuses. I started to become logical thinking quick. When I took away the ability to give myself excuses, or, oh, I'm this way because my mom was this way. I'm this way because dad was this way. I'm this way because grandma was this way. My best friends did this to me, so now I'm this way. When I took that away, even in the way that I was, so earlier, when I was speaking about my friendships, or a group of friends just stopped fucking with me, and I was like, but also I could acknowledge that I had moved out, I was hanging around the wrong people. That came from the advice of everything is a consequence of the decisions I was making. Before that, it was no excuse for them. It was like, they fucked me over, they traumatized me, they did this, they did this, they did this. And I would still be stuck on it. But later, just realizing it's really you, everything is you. The life you live is because of you. No one but you. You may not have been dealt the best hand at a certain point, but continuously going through the same shit, that's because of you. You didn't make a decision to switch it up. You didn't say, okay, this is my situation, I'm switching it up. I want better, I'm switching it up. My mom could have easily been a product of her environment, but she said, oh no, baby, I see where this is going, I don't want that, I'm switching it up. And that changed the trajectory of her children and how we are now raising our children. Well, my sister, how she raising her children, how I'm raising myself now. I have no kids. So yeah, everything is a direct consequence of the decisions that you made personally. That is the most sound advice I've ever taken in. And it truly changed my perspective on life and how I maneuver through life. The biggest piece of that is to take away excuses. Like, there are no excuses. It is that this is what it is because it is. It encouraged logic in such a way that I'll forever be grateful for. But I'm gonna finish up and do my hair and come back and I'll answer the last 3. I think that was 25. Yeah, and there it is 3 o'clock. I was supposed to be driving an hour ago. I had to hurry up and get going because I was gonna be late. Well, because I was getting frustrated about my hair. I do not know how to curl hair, and I was like, oh, it'll be easier because my hair is shorter because I cut my hair. It wasn't. It's not. So right now I'm on my way to my sister's house in hopes that she will curl my hair. But I did have 3 more questions, so I'm gonna finish those up. My hair looks so bad. Really, it's this side not being as volumized as it should be. So we left off on question 25, I believe. So question 26 is, if you had 24 hours left to live life, how would you live it? So if I had 24 hours left to live life, how would I live it? Well, I don't think I'm going to be traveling anywhere. I would just spend that time, literally every bit of that time, with the people that I just love and respect in my life and that have reciprocated love and respect to me. People that make me feel the best about myself. The people that, yeah, I would decide who in my life, who is the most significant in the positive way in my life, who makes me feel the best. I'd be like, please, can we all gather? But it's like, would I go one-on-one or would I want everybody together? Like, would I divide the time? I think I would plan a last minute party. I feel like a last minute get together and just spend as much time with the people that I love most and that I feel deserve it. I think I would go about it that way. I cannot get over how bad my hair looks. And Lumley's like, no, it looks really good. It looks really good. I'm like, thank you for always supporting me. He definitely would be in the room. 27. What do you hope people would remember you for? These are amazing questions that honestly I don't believe I would have thought about them unprompted. Maybe this one I would have thought about. What do I want people to remember the most about me? I genuinely don't know how to answer that question because I could care less if they did or didn't. That makes sense. I would like to have an impact on people's lives, but I'm the type of person, I can do things anonymously. Like, I don't need the gratification of people knowing that I did something for them. So, just for sake of answering the question, I don't know, because I was going to say I would want people to just remember me positively, but I don't mind being the villain in people's stories. I'm a strong believer, like, I have a video on YouTube talking about it also, or TikTok, one of them, a short. It's like, I never have a problem with people disliking me because I don't like everybody. So, like, I genuinely get it. So this question may be for someone else. I don't think this is a question for me. But the whole purpose of this is to get to know my personality. Oh my god, everything looks so good. The outfit, T. Hair and makeup, questionable. But I wish I had better lighting too. I think I'm gonna have to redo this. At least these last 3. Maybe I'll do them when I'm in the car with my sister, and I can ask her too. She doesn't even know I'm riding with her yet. That's the crazy part. Oh, it looks so... Okay, I need to stop talking about it. So yeah, I think that would be a question for... For the sake of getting to know my personality, that's my answer. Wow, my bra's been showing this whole time. What a fucking lord! I haven't eaten one thing today except that protein drink, so that could go into how I'm feeling right now. So people could not remember me at all, and I would be okay. I would, if I learn, may I be in heaven, God bless it. If I were to learn what's something you've changed your mind about in the last year?
Life.
Alright, detail.
I gotta get into it. So like a year ago, I kind of figured out that I was waiting for shit to happen without me actually doing the work to make shit change for myself.
Yeah.
So last year, I was just like, you know what? Let me get up and put my girl. Yeah, let me put my big girl panties on.
Yeah.
And do what I need to do to change my life. Because if I don't change it, then who the fuck will?
If not now, then when?
Yeah, if not me, then who?
You know?
Yeah.
Type shit.
Type shit.
That's a goodie. I answered literally like that.
Really?
It was another question. It was like, what's the best advice you got? And I'm like, I don't think I ever really got advice, but I read a lot. But one of the things was, everything happens because of decisions you make. And it literally takes away all the excuses of, Mama was this when we were younger, I didn't have this. It literally was like, okay, I did it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
Oh, I'm not here because I have this.
Nobody did this to me. I did it.
I did it. I decided to live just like that. Yeah, that was me. So basically the same.
That was good
answer.
advice.
I gave it to myself.
Oh. Well, you're very wise.
But no, literally
You're
ever
very wise
since
woman.
then, everything, like, I used to blame a lot of shit on everything else, but now it's like logic comes first. Like, all
I
right.
can see that growth in you too.
You think so?
I know so. You gave Uncle a hug.
Did I?
You did.
Is that growth, or let's not make everyone uncomfortable?
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, that was
Especially you guys.
You think he know I don't like him?
Did you see how he reacted when you gave him a hug?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember what he said?
No, what did he say?
He said, oh my God, Deja giving me a hug.
Oh wait, I do remember that, and I was like, why would you say that? What made you? Why you felt that way? But then again, at Mo's wedding, he did try to like talk to me, and I was like,
That's
please
probably what it was.
remove
That's
yourself.
probably like the last time he saw you.
Yeah, it is. But he literally, he didn't say hey. First of all, drunk. Didn't say hey, said.
I can't even say that because I was drunker than a skunk.
Really? I don't.
Whew, I was drunk as hell.
I was so worried about the fact that we were in the audience that I could focus
Oh my
on
God.
nothing.
We were in the audience.
We were invited.
Wow. I'm like, what should I wear? And she's like, whatever. I'm like,
Whatever. We said, I look at that picture of us and it's like, yeah, we definitely were attending.
Yeah, we were definitely guests.
But no, he literally comes up and is like, remember that time I was gonna whoop you?
Oh yeah.
Get the fuck out of my
remember
face.
that.
I literally was like, you drunk? And walked away.
I remember being so taken, even though I was drunk, I was so taken aback. Like,
Why was
damn,
that
what
what
did she
you
do?
opened with? I'm like, okay.
I was gonna say that nigga better not be calling me again.
You making sure.
I was so drunk, and then they didn't even have an open bar. I was sneaking KD liquor, the little liquor they had over there.
I feel like I wasn't really there. I didn't see them like the whole ceremony.
After
I got there when.
you got there late.
Was I late? Okay, well,
Yeah,
she
you
told
say.
me at 12 o'clock where it was, like that night.
Okay, but you knew it was a wedding.
I literally was asking her, Mom, where's the address? What's the address? I was in Orlando.
I hated that place too. It was too far out. I don't like that. It was nice though.
Yeah, it was cute. I like that she had African dancers.
Yeah, I like that part.
Yeah, I was dating a lot more. The education was key. But he taught me a lot. I matured so much in that relationship, it makes no sense. Like, started thinking. Like,
That's
shit.
what I'm talking about.
Yes. And I think that's why I never forgot him. But my man now?
My man. That's just for her, y'all. I'm single. Just in case.
Yeah. Please, I'll bet you go through me.
Please do. So I make horrible decisions when it comes to me.
Please go through.
And my whole girls just as ratchet as me. They be like, yeah, girl.
It's fun.
We got some money. Like,
That is a good part to know.
yeah, but
It gotta be
still.
real money. Like, did you pay taxes, nigga?
Yeah.
Does
They
the
like, oh,
government
he bossing it.
know you made that money?
And no.
It's like, okay.
No 401k, no benefits, no nothing.
It's like, okay, I'm about to do lashes.
Nigga, help me start a business or something.
Let me do something with your money. Fucking laundry. We're going to do that. I'm gonna edit that out.
Shoot. He's had everything in his mom's name.
They do that. It's like, baby, I can't marry you.
Wait a minute, I need to mirror her ass.
No, for real, baby. What's up, baby?
What's up, baby?
Mama, baby.
Yeah, baby.
You really baby mama. I feel like I had such a... This one made me understand myself a little more. It says, what do you hope people remember you for? And I was like, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like,
Really? No.
it wouldn't... I would not... Nothing. Like, I would be okay if...
I'm gone anyways. What do I give a damn? Like, I'm behind you. You only remember
the
that
fuck
time.
you said? Yeah.
I can see your thoughts. All you think about is that time I did this. Like, I
Get
really
over
don't
it.
care.
No, literally, I genuinely am okay with being the villain in
Me
people's
too.
lives.
I just told, cause I lied to Eris at first before I left. So I was like, I'm just going to grab something real quick.
Oh, that's what
And
she
then I got
said.
dressed. And now, while you was in there, I was like, oh God, please don't talk too much.
Oh, I already know.
But I had already told her. So, I was getting dressed and she was like, why are you getting dressed, Mom? And I was like, I just like to be cute sometimes.
Okay, well, that's not a lie.
And she was like, oh, you want to look popular? And I was like, baby, let me tell you something right now. Popularity is overrated.
It is, and it really only comes to the people that don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, like, it's overrated.
She's gonna be a popular girl.
She's
I
going
think.
to be a
So
popular
you probably
girl.
wanna
She is.
instill that in her.
Mina gonna be popular, but I'm just not sure
Nina
for
gonna be a
what.
popular
though.
ass beater.
Yeah, she gonna be popular for
Don't talk
beating
shit now.
ass.
If I go get Mina.
Yeah, my sister, she gonna beat your ass. I'll tell you right now.
A pretty ass beater? Oh my god, they don't hate you and can't beat your ass.
Please don't play with that. Please.
Did we do 28?
We did.
What's your biggest fear and why? I don't have one. Literally not a single one.
Leaving my kids. Like you hear about people like passing away and then
Before
like,
their
kids.
children? Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Not even before, because I want to leave before then. I just don't want to leave and then
Yeah. Like, it's
like
hard on
somebody
them.
else raising them.
Oh, okay.
I want them to be, when something happened to me, I want them to be grown and not have to,
Worry about nothing.
yeah.
Cause, ooh, what if got it? Well, that wouldn't happen.
Oh, now that's when I'm a hunt a motherfucker. Somebody gotta see.
You know what? I'm alive.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna sit up in my casket like, who?
Wait, what'd you say?
That's so serious.
That's
Please don't let them do that to my children.
I don't think you won't have to worry about it. It's God's plan.
God's plan.
They would go to mom
I can
anyway.
go straight in this thing right here.
Yeah. I'll screenshot it and we'll pretend it was a picture.
Okay. I'll take that bill now.
But this is my first week meal prepping, so
Yeah.
we're gonna see. I gotta wait for you.
For what? Oh,
You're white Russian.
I just got water. Drink that down. Is it good? Probably not.
I like the legs better.
You got this.
Mine's definitely better. 100%. I think I do need a little thing of creamer though. My hair looks nuts. I'm about to put braids in. I tried. I guess like the more it drops, it kind of starts to get cohesive.